what is mindfulness? Mindfulness is a term that comes originally from a body of teaching and practices referred to as Buddhism. The origin meaning of the word, it's actually a translation from an ancient language called Pali, which is near to Sanskrit, and the origin of it is memory, remembering. And it's our ability as human beings to remember, and in other words, to keep coming back to what is important, to what is valuable, to what is dear to us. Practically speaking, and it's both modern now and also ancient, practically speaking, it's practice that has to do with the heart and mind. We put our heart into what we want to be mindful of. So it's the actual act of giving our heart, giving our attention to something. And it can be moment to moment attention, noticing that there is no judgment in what we are perceiving. So this will be the first step of just knowing what is going on, what is it that I'm experiencing right now. And in a way you can say it goes against the stream of the automatic pilot, of the habit patterns we all carry as human beings, of a little bit sleepwalking through our lives. So it's a practice, and it is a quality in and of itself that can be developed and cultivated. Mindfulness has a strong link and connection to the depth of the teachings that lead to liberation. And it goes hand in hand, and it cannot be separated from wisdom, from concentration, and from ethics. It can, when practiced correctly, lead the human being into freedom of the heart and mind. And the way we practice mindfulness, the way it is practiced, it is very simple. Simply noticing right now what is going on in your experience. What are you experiencing right now in the body, in the heart, in the mind? The ability we have as human beings to notice, to know, to keep remembering, to keep coming back to that which is actually existing right now in our experience, is in and of itself a practice that leads to more moments of awareness, just like that. We can hear a very distant sound right now in the background. What is happening in the hearing? Are we completely immersed and are we forgetting where are we sitting, or what is going on in the body? Or can we pay attention, can we give our attention to that which is present right now in a more holistic way? So it's not necessarily going and finding out a specific object to pay attention to. It's more open up our awareness to include, this is what is going on in my experience right now. And in this act of noticing, of knowing what is going on in my experience right now, there's already something is happening in us. Already maybe there's a moment without judgment, just noticing. Already there's a moment of understanding. Moments like that are piling up in our system, so to speak. And they have the capacity to open up our view into something that is much wider and deeper than the usual automatic pilot patterns that we carry. Walking through our lives, sort of not really present, not really there. And also, it allows the capacity to be with things, to enlarging our vessel. There's someone in the distance that is talking or laughing. Does it have to be a problem? How can we, as human beings, have a fresh view, a fresh look on things, and rather than seeing things as a problem, actually understanding them to be a situation? This can take a lot of the pressure off our shoulders and leads us to a much more free way of life that allows whatever is there in our experience to present itself. It doesn't mean to say that if we notice something is wrong or something needs to be changed, that we will just sit and observe and notice what is going on and do nothing. Actually, as I said before, it frees up the being to do the right thing, the right move. What is the right move? The one that is coming from the understanding, from the wisdom, and from the love. So you can say that mindfulness is freeing up the being to act from love, to act from compassion, to act from wisdom in the world. How do we practice mindfulness? It's a very simple thing to do. First requirement is really to stop for a moment. To stop. You can sit down, stand up, walk, or recline, or do whatever you do, but stop for a moment and give it the time, give it the space. Give yourself the space to acknowledge what is going on. What is going on in my experience? And so instead of being completely rolled up in the experience and forgetting that we are not our thoughts, we are not our emotions, we are not our experience, actually taking the right step back, the right distance, and noticing we can look at our experience, we can know our experience. What does it mean? What does it tell us? The moment we notice the experience, we are already one with it. So there's no gap. There's no gap anymore. We are one with the experience. The awareness is there, embracing everything that is going on. And we are awake in the midst of it, knowing what is happening right now. This awakefulness brings up the qualities of joy, of calm, of tranquility, and of love as well.